Yo, it's Cass and Chris. We got you in the mix. Yeah. We say goodbye to the gloominess and the rain. Bright-eyed pupils when we peep the waves. Until we get sipping our local IPA. Welcome to the city built for leisure and play. Cause we're living.
Welcome back to the Livin in San Diego podcast, where we talk all about living in San Diego. I'm Chris Erickson. We got Mr. Cassidy Lewis on the ones and twos, and we're back at it after a week off last week. We got a hot one coming in today. Be fun. You ready?
Yeah, totally ready.
Yeah.
Are you in an okay mood?
Yeah. We'll get into that in the sports corner. We might be in a little bit of a grumpy mood. We were listening to the Padres games as we were setting it up. You guys will know the outcome. Well, I mean, we kind of know the outcome already right now, but it is the third inning against the Cubbies on a Wednesday, and they're down 9-0. So we'll see how that shakes out. Yeah, not that fun. No. Morning games are usually fun, right? Listen to or your work day, throw it on the little radio. I do have a little tip in our sports section too about a different way, or I guess a little different way you can listen to the game.
Nice.
If you're watching it on television. So stay tuned for that. It's actually for you. So I know you don't like certain parts of the Padres games, but I got a little tip for you.
Sweet.
Other than that, doing pretty well. How about yourself?
Good. Yeah, I mean, my team sucks too, but I'm kind of over it. I told you, I think I'm already in next season mode.
Yeah.
So it's all good.
Not fun to be before All-Star break, right?
No, not at all. And literally, I've been a fan of the Giants since 2002 or 2003, and big Giants fans say like 2004 or 5. And I've never been a part or never seen them this bad.
Yeah.
So they've been middle of the road a lot, but they've never been bottom of the pack, like bottom four teams in Major League Baseball. So, yep, it's bad.
All right, we're not quite there yet. We're only two back, probably 3 back in the wild card after today. But so
or 10.
Well, that's what's the
12? I don't even know now.
Like before All-Star break. What I mean, we talked about it before. What's like okay? There's that's still doable. Make it to like a wild card spot, right? Like All-Star break.
Like
how many
6
games back? Okay.
Yeah.
So Padres are
fine. Yeah.
Almost halfway there. Almost halfway out of it, but. We also got our weekends. I went to family camp last week. We'll get into that. Went to a new restaurant. Cassidy is going on adventure next week, but we'll get into what he did this week. Sports, obviously it's World Cup. Get into that. World Cup, big game today for US. So
yep.
You guys will know the outcome of that as well. But we have a little bit of talk about little World Cup upsets. Something I want to pick your brain about, and you tell me, but we got the sweetest swings in baseball history coming up too. So,
and
you let me know what we left out. It was from 2024. So, and if somebody else came in the last 2 years, we could add to the list.
I don't think there's anybody. I think we're good.
like historic sweet swings.
Yep.
You guys probably know number one. New to do and to do. We got a new spot coming to Carlsbad to do. We're going to let you know all the places to go for fireworks. So you got to listen to the show this week because if you're not, you probably fireworks already over, but and then a new spot shutting down in Encinitas. Our question for Cassidy, and then our San Diego story of the week. It's another one on Carlsbad, and then we'll tease next week. It's about the little story of a park, but a little bit more than a park. So stay tuned for that next week. But yeah, got a good one going on. A few shopkeeping items real quick. As always, sponsored by our Livin in San Diego real estate crew. If you guys are making the move around town, we're your guys.
Yes, we are.
The Livin in San Diego. Yes, it's the Livin in San Diego podcast, but we also have a real estate crew as well right here in North County, San Diego, coming to you live from the Bermuda Club studios. And hit us up. All our contact info is right down below in the description. No sales. Just hit us up. Questions, anything like that. So, and then go follow us on Instagram too. We're putting out these stories of the week. We're putting out, just stuff happening around town, new spots. I'll read a few comments here in a sec. But we're also about to drop our merch store we're hoping the next few weeks here. We're just did you bring the merch?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you see us on Instagram, you'll see a little sneak peek probably today throughout the week. We'll do little drops here and there of kind of what's coming out. And we're just not vetting, I guess, testing out the product, make sure it's good for you guys. And got some OG hoodies. We got some hats. We've got a few shirts. We've got a few, the standard shirts, and then some local
Yeah.
spots versus other spots. So pick your team. You're going to have to pick your team. But yeah, thank you everyone who is following over on Instagram. Just past 18,000 followers. So that's pretty good. Appreciate everybody following along. But a PB legend was one of our last stories, and a few comments of the week here. So if you guys left us a comment, you could be the comment of the week. Obviously, this one was about PB. This one was about slow-mo. Everybody knows slow-mo. People love slow-mo. So there's some good, obviously, Spreading La Jolla Goods, legend. Just a legend. High five. That's what they gave us. It's a bunch of legends. LDRYE girl. What does that spell? Am I missing something? Lady,
You went too
maybe
slow.
lady real estate girl. I don't know. Slow-mo's a legend. Balance and grace. This Lord Torrance of Torrance. Nice tribute. I skated with him. And then what else we got here? Everyone knows slow-mo. Legend. Yep. A lot of legends. Next week, I'll handpick a few actual ones that are going on. So, and we got some new stuff coming out. New North County Parks. Cassidy was the front page on that one.
Yep.
New spots coming. But let's get into it. How was the weekend?
It was good. Pretty mellow. I mean, we're pretty much, no, we're not pretty much. We're done with baseball through August. So things have slowed. We had our last game last Tuesday. Pretty much had it in the bag and then gave it away.
Not fun.
But
like
it was still
9-0 and then gave it up.
No, not that much. We were up like 4-1 and gave it up. But also had a chance to come back and had a bad call in the bottom of the 7th inning, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
But it was a fun season.
Did you get kicked out?
No, I didn't get kicked out. I just said, Dennis, really?
Come on, Dennis.
That's right. So done with baseball, but of course, what we have to go do? Watch some baseball. So Saturday we went down to La Jolla and watched a couple of Cam's teammates playing in All-Stars. Was a kind of a blowout, not a fun one to watch. But then went again on Sunday. Obviously, we have nothing going on. So Sunday we went and watched at Mission Sports Park, and they played a heck of a game. So it was an elimination game too. So it was fun.
Is All-Stars a big tournament? I mean, I know how it kind of works, but do they do it?
Yeah.
Like actual, like you said, elimination, and you're going.
Yeah.
Could be your last game. Not even make it to 4th of July weekend. Do they play this weekend, by the way?
I don't think so. At least this crew doesn't. There might be some tournament. I know there are baseball tournaments. There's a big World Series, San Diego World Series happening this weekend, but it's just a big tournament that you can pay to go into. And so I know that's happening during the week this week and then going into the weekend. But the All-Star tournament, I don't think there's anything going on this weekend.
Okay.
At least for the kids that we are following, they play maybe in 2 weeks up in Fallbrook, or maybe, something like that.
All right.
So, but yeah, it is just it's a giant bracket. It's usually 3 guaranteed. Sometimes it's 2 guaranteed, like double elimination. This one, they had like this wild card game that 2 teams got to go and play in. And so that's how they made it to the next round. But
nice.
It's huge. I mean, it's all of Southern California. So or not all of Southern California, all of like San Diego County. You had Ramona playing, La Jolla, San Marcos, Carlsbad. So all the pony leagues.
All the pony leagues.
In San Diego. Tecolote, who's always a powerhouse.
Where are they at?
Just south of La Jolla, like kind of Mission Bay-ish. Just kind of like east of SeaWorld, I guess.
Yeah.
Kind of in that area. Yeah. Tecolote Canyon, that's what it is.
Yep, I got that one.
Yep.
And then we'll have a full report on Hawaii.
Hawaii,
in the next few weeks.
Yeah, we leave Tuesday.
Okay.
A week from yesterday. Yeah, we're excited. It'll be fun. We haven't been to Big Island and it feels like forever, but I think it's only been 3 years.
That's a long time.
We were going like once or twice a year for a while, and so we've taken a little break.
Just you guys or the fam too?
Just us, yeah.
All right.
Yep. Yeah, it'll be fun.
It'll be good times. All right. So my week. So last night, give a shout out real quick to, we had friends in town where we were going to go to somewhere between OB and Encinitas, and they chose Old Town, which is not in between those. So we had our babysitter. We're like, by the time we get down there, it's a half-hour drive either way. it just
Parking's being a nightmare.
Oh, parking. Yeah. It was just going to be the Mexico game was going. I'm sure there's watch parties everywhere. Like a lot of the bars, not just down there, everywhere is going to be packed. I'm not much of a watch party guy either. I told you guys all, we went to the Fox Point Farms watch party. It was kind of small. It was okay. But I'm more of, how many of these games do we get to see a year? Oh, well,
not even
one.
Yeah.
So average of one game a year.
Yeah.
So it's like, I kind of want to watch, we watch all these other games, especially at the house. We got not Peacock. What's the other one? Yeah, maybe it's Peacock. They have all the games in Spanish.
Oh, cool.
That's what we get. So my Spanish is getting a little bit better. You kind of hear what's going on.
Cool.
Hear them, like some of the names you can't quite pick out, but you could hear, oh, that was a nice pass. This was obviously goal is,
is universal.
There was a funny meme on Instagram of somebody reading or the difference between like a Mexican announcer and then like an American announcer. And the American guy's like, kind of like sounds like a baseball announcer, right? And he's showing the clip of him.
He
He's
hits
like,
it high. He hits it deep.
He's like reading a book. He's like, and then looks up every now and again. He's like, all right, and Pulisic's at the PK line, and it's good. And goes back down to the book, and then he does the Mexican version, and just like they even watching San Diego FC, and then compared to this channel, they're just talking the whole time, so excited. It's a lot more energy because sometimes you watch a San Diego FC game, it's like,
go.
It's quiet.
Yeah.
Like, dude, just tell us what's going on,
A lot of the European announcers are that way too, because you are getting, I love listening to all the different World Cup announcers just because, there's all these games going on, but it's passion. It's like, I guess what some of our baseball announcers are, but it's not all of them, but it's definitely like NFL announcers too. It's like, they don't have a dog in the fight usually. Yeah. And so they're passionate on both ends. And it's been really fun listening and watching.
Real quick on baseball announcers. So I was listening to the Cubbies versus the Padres, and I just watched the highlights because we were gone or whatever. And so last night just watched House of Highlights or something like that on YouTube. And it's either one announcer or the other, they go back and forth. And the Cubbies announcers are so boring. Like at least I got Don doing some, like some sort of energy, different calls. It was, I think 2 or 3 of the home runs were just like, and that one's gone. And I'm like, you just said that. Like, come up with something better.
Watch the Giants highlights this weekend and listen to the Rockies announcers or the A's announcers.
Are they sleeping?
Oh, they're so boring. There's just a couple that are just so awful.
Yeah.
So hard to listen to.
Anyways, we didn't end up at the watch party. Long story long. We still had our babysitter, and we're like, okay, let's go out. We went to Solana Beach, and we had our choice. Let's do Solana Beach or Punta Mar over, it was in Encinitas, but it's the old Pina. Remember that place? What was that? El Callejon before that? Yeah. Anyways, I didn't want to go there either because the sports bar is right next door, and I know that was going to be wild, and it connects to this place, and so it's just going to be people in and out. So we went a little more chill. Lana over in Solana Beach. It used to be California Pizza Kitchen, and now it's a cool little restaurant. Let me see if I have it here, because tell me if this is a good description. I'm going to hint you, it's not. But this is their thing. It's like very AI written, but I'll tell you what it was really like. Lana, Coastal American Dining in Solana Beach. That's true. And then they go elevated comfort in the coastal community of Solana Beach. Okay. I don't know what elevated comfort is, but
super soft chairs.
No, not really. And then there it is. Discover vintage coastal luxury at the heart of Solana Beach. Lana is redefining American dining with an elevated twist on comforting favorites. Step inside and immerse yourself into a serene coastal ambiance where carefully crafted dishes and genuine hospitality come together to create unforgettable moments. Whether you're here for a coastal brunch experience or a sumptuous dinner, expect fresh, locally inspired flavors that reflect the unique character of our seaside community. Join us, relax, and savor every bite. And it goes on. There's even more, but I'm like,
that's too much.
That's like, come on, cool Southern California vibe. Like, let's keep it. Anytime I hear genuine or genuinely or honest or honestly, it's like, did ChatGPT write that? I haven't cut it out of all our scripts, so it's not in there. But it was definitely a cool spot. Nice little vibe, clean. Yeah, it is. They had a little outdoor patio, a little bar section. Apparently they have a watch party there, but I don't know how. Like I was telling you earlier, it's kind of small.
Yeah.
Got in there early. It was a pretty good crowd for Tuesday night, right? It was pretty busy. We ended up going. I like more doing tapas style. And this is not a tapas place, but like little shareables, this kind of thing, as opposed to getting the big dishes like a big steak or. So we actually didn't even get a main meal. We got these prawns, and they put them in. It looks like a little. They kind of tie it with seaweed, like little strips of seaweed. So it looks like a little burlap sack. And you dip it in this little sauce, and really good. Really like the prawns. And they have this pork belly, kind of croquette, if you will. It's like wrapped in a puff pastry-ish, but really small. Nice. And those were tasty. We got some sashimi, yellowtail. Can't go wrong with that. That's always good, right? And they had this little salad on the plate, whatever. But within the salad, they had little orange, like mandarin slices and little grapefruit slices. Now, grapefruit and little yellowtail, dude, it was really good. You take a little bite of each. It was really tasty. And then I don't usually do this, but I looked it up online before we went because I was just kind of wanted to see the food, whatever. And people mentioned like burger. I was like, I'm not going to get a burger, but multiple people mentioned the chorizo pizza. So that was like our main dish. Got a little chorizo pizza, and you're thinking like chorizo, like from a breakfast burrito or whatever. But it was, like chorizo, like crunchy sausage, like they comes in like so it looks like pepperoni. It kind of tastes like pepperoni. Yeah. But that's the last time I'm ordering a pizza at a place. I'm like, what? I've had pizza a lot of places. I don't need to order pizza at like a nice restaurant. Like, let's try something else. But I got not tricked. It was so good from the reviews, but sometimes not doing it.
I like so like our go-to at Coronado Brewing, which we'll probably be at this weekend, is they have flatbreads that are really good. And they have like a California club flatbread. It's delicious.
But see, you've been there a bunch of times. So it's and that's more of like burgers and that kind of stuff. So, like wine bars, beer bars, get a flatbread, right? That's their style. They're going to do some flatbread, but like a
high-end restaurant,
whatever they said,
casual or not
upscale
casual.
coast elevated comfort restaurant in Solana Beach. Don't do a pizza, but go if you do. It's good still. Yeah, drinks were good. Got like an old fashioned or something like that. Had I don't know. No, that was the other place we went because after there we went to watch the end of the Mexico game at what's the place right there? SB Kitchen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, not my favorite vibe in there. Sorry. It was quiet. I like the bartender. He was really cool, but like just
it was the place we walked past.
Yeah, it was a little empty. It was a little more, I don't know, just different vibes than Lana.
Beach Walk's always kind of been like that though. Yeah. It's kind of sleepy.
So anyways, go check out Lana in Solana Beach for a nice little date night. And then the big story of the week is we went to family camp, which is I mentioned it last year when we went. It was our first year. So this is our second and last year, not because it was bad, but just we're going to do a different trip next year.
Yep.
But it's awesome. So this is a place called Family Camp. I think it's open year round because they do have pictures of the snow. There's no real mountain right there, like a ski mountain or nothing. It's right on the edge of Sequoia National Forest and Kings Canyon National Forest. So it's right there. If you go to Fresno, up the 99, go over the Grapevine, take the 99, and you go straight into the mountains for an hour and a half or whatever. Go to the top, and then another 20 minutes, and you're at this little. They used to have a main entrance, but the bridge got washed out 3 years ago, so you have to go. They kind of cut this back road, so it's another. Like once you get in there, it's beautiful. You're just driving down this dirt road. It's beautiful trees. Yeah, it was really cool. So last year was magical, right? We're coming in there, and this year was awesome too. They have how it is let's call it an all-inclusive resort for in the woods, right? This place was built. It's built a long time ago, but it originally started. The gal who started it, it was in Montecito. It was like a all girls camp in Montecito, like Santa Barbara area, right? Anyways, they moved over here. I want to say the 70s, late 60s, early 70s, somewhere in there, to this. It's like 40-acre area, big lodge. I'm sure they built these cabins around over time, and you get breakfast, like cafeteria style, new breakfast every single morning. Where it's, not different every morning, but sometimes it's just eggs and sausage. Sometimes pancakes. It's just all kinds of different stuff and great spread. And then lunch. Sometimes it's we missed because we were on a hike. We missed like burgers and dogs day, but then they had taco day, and then for nights you have Italian, you have Asian. The last night is like the big let's call it the big night, where they have just a lot of seafood. They have the big thing on the menu was crab legs. So you get these big old crab legs, some drawn butter, and just, it was rad. One night's dessert night. And this is what I didn't get. There's every night they have dessert where they got like brownies or cookies or whatever, ice cream. This day, I think it was like Thursday, they have
only dessert. You don't get dinner.
They have like mountains of dessert. And so everybody scarfs their food real quick. And then there's a line probably like 40 deep. I was like, what are you guys waiting for? Like, what do you guys? And they put a limit. I think last year people would just come away with plates and plates of dessert. I was like, you guys know, like, I don't know. I just didn't like that vibe. Like, just take 1, 2, maybe go back. You know, there's a lot of people here, right? Mm-hmm. Let's spread the wealth here.
Yeah.
So this year they limited it to 2. You could pick 2 items up there. And so, you know, but still there was this giant line.
Wait till it's over.
Yeah, I'm not going to wait. Kids are coming back crying because something's gone, whatever.
Something's gone.
Something's gone. But then they have the gal, shoot, what was her name? I forget, but she was like an educator. So when she built this place out, she built it to like be a place where, as it converted over years to, you know, not just girls camp and this kind of thing, to families and whatever, where the kids kind of do their own thing. They have their groups and they're all individual, separated by ages. You have like the tads and minis, the tadpoles and the minis, like little guys. You have like marmots. Then you have like bobcats, bears, you know, as you go up the post. Mm-hmm. And during the day, the kids, they have 4 periods. You have first period, second period, lunch, third, fourth period, and then go back to your families. Mm-hmm. But during the day, they're with their crew. But as you get a little bit older, Lincoln's 10, he's able to choose, okay, do I want to go do this art project with them, or do I want to go shoot arrows, or do I want to go shoot air rifle, or go play tennis, or anything else that's open, doesn't have a group towards it. So they get to be, it's kind of a cool spot where we're hanging out with the adults, we're doing our thing, and the kids are just roaming around, right? They have their friends, they can hang out with their friends, they go do their own thing, go to the lake, go canoeing, just swim to the middle of the dock, go paddleboarding, and they get to be a little more independent and learn, you know, like a little bit of that independence, build some confidence. That was the goal. I think one of the hikers or one of the hiking guides is telling us that was the goal as they were building it up to have that. And it's just really, really, really fun place. If anybody's looking for a family event, it's a week long. We showed up on Sunday, leave on a Saturday. So it's a full week, meet cool people up there. And then every day adults too. Like you have anything that's open. If there's not a class there, we can go. Like the first day I met Lincoln, we were shooting bows and arrows, which is super cool at targets, you know? And then I think maybe the same day too, shooting some air rifles and, you know, just having kind of all kinds of fun camp stuff. There's a little dock where you catch fish. You're not fishing with a fishing pole, but they have these nets. You throw a little bread in, you're catching I don't know how many fish. There's got to be some big fish in this lake because right at the dock, there's hundreds of like little, I don't know, crappie, that kind of like, but I swear there were like little bass and stuff too in there. So it's not a huge lake, but there's got to be other big fish in there because it's been like nobody's like going out there fishing, right? And they have a barbecue one day, or not a barbecue. They have a beach day one day, go down to the lake and, you know, it's just a big, like something you'd see in like a old school movie, you know, where everybody's kayaking, they're having canoe races. There's paddle boats in there. Everybody's, you know, having fun on the beach.
What's the Bill Murray camp movie?
What is it? I don't know.
I can't remember. I'll find it. That's just always the iconic one I always think of. Now I can't remember the name.
Yeah, this whole thing, they have like a powwow in the morning. Meatballs. Okay. In the mornings they have, you know, they have a few things. So counselors are the older kids who kind of grew up. The kilts are basically like a counselor in training, more or less. And then a lot of them are kids who have grown up and gone there. Then they become a kilt, and you kind of help the counselors out with whatever they need, with the, you know, helping the kids or whatever they need to do. And then you graduate and become a counselor, and they all pick their own names. You have Jaws, we had Bubbles. They have like, nobody knows their real name. I mean, we chat with them, but they kind of keep it, you know, a little bit of distance. They just kind of have fun. They're the counselors, right? And it's just really, really, really fun. for anybody who wants that kind of thing. Julie was telling one of our friends or somebody on the soccer team about this, and it was 2 weeks ago, and how fun it was, how we had a great time this year. They booked it like that. They were up there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and
That's so funny.
They had it their first year, and they really enjoyed it. So it's just a really fun experience. It's called Montecito Sequoia Lodge for anybody who is interested. Or every day too for adults or for anybody really. They have hikes, so they have a hiking guide. We went on 2 hikes. Tokapa, I believe that was what it was called, falls. So you walk. It was like a 4-mile hike in and out. End up at these big old waterfall. It's really cool. As you come out of the forest, you're at these huge granite faces and just kind of, I've been to the outskirts of Yosemite, but the guy, Phil, who we were with, he's like, kind of reminded him of like Yosemite, just big old huge views. Unbelievable. And then the next Thursday, a few days later, we went on another hike. This was a 12-mile hike. I was like, it's like an all day. It was about a 40-minute drive to get there. And then I don't even know how long it took, but at least probably 5-6 hours, about 3,000 foot of elevation. It's called All Lakes. And it's, once again, just gorgeous. Going through the forest, then you come out and you pass about 4 different lakes. We ended up at Pear Lake, it's called, at the end. Big, beautiful lake. It's so clear. You dive in the water. It was pretty cold, but dive in the water and it's just like, oh, dude, it was just unbelievably clear. Just snow melt lake up at the top. You know, cracked a beer as our celebratory.
Yeah, we made it.
Hiking beer, yeah. And then you're like, okay, now we got to hike back down another however many hours. So ended up the first way we went up, and there's 2 ways you go: up steep and then kind of cut over this hill, or go around. So the first, on the way up, we went over the steep hill, kind of went around, and on the way back we did the longer way, but it's along this cliff. So you have like a 3-foot path going along this cliff.
Yeah.
And everybody's trying to take pictures and you're like, oh, it's beautiful, but like also I don't want to fall kind of thing.
At least you're not getting chased by mountain lions.
Yeah, so. We're not getting chased by mountain lions. So shout out to Shane. But it was gorgeous up there. Like I said, it was really fun. If you got kids, there were some older kids there, but probably like a 5 to 12 is like prime age for there. Lincoln also, like I was saying, he was doing his shooting and archery. So he got, one of the last days you qualify for different ranks. So you have to hit a certain amount of targets, certain amount of points. He did both. He got, I forget what the air rifle was, but he got a certificate for that. And then the other one was junior yeoman for archery.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Archery was fun too. I liked, I didn't shoot archery last year. This year was really fun.
Nice run.
Dude, my first time, within like I think I did 3 rounds, 3rd round, boom, everything hit the target. It was only 15 yards, so it's not too impressive, but felt pretty good about myself.
That's red.
Yeah. And then the other story from there before we get into sports. So we sleep in this cabin, right? And it's like 2nd story. So there's stairs going up, but you know, it's just a door here, whatever. It's like a little hotel door. First night, sleeping. It's got windows all around. We have the windows open because it's kind of warm out. And I swear there's a ghost in this room. I'm going, listen, because I have my podcast on. Don't sleep like great up there anyways. Like beds, they're fine, but it's not like it's not home, right? And then you kind of hear stuff and you're still in the woods.
Yeah.
And the kids are in the same room. It's a bunk bed. So they're literally like right next to us. And so I'm like looking, I hear this noise. Looking, it's dark, can't see anything, nothing in there. Okay, does that take my podcast out? Like, look at the boys' bunks, nothing. All right, go back to bed. A few minutes later, just hear like a scrunching of something, like moving around bottles, and I could see the dresser that the water bottles are on right in front of us. But it's dark, so I'm looking, and the window's right above it. So I'm looking for like a silhouette of a person, or the kids are out of bed, going to the bathroom, because the bathroom you have to walk right in front of our bed to get there. Nothing. What's going on here? So finally, like, go to sleep, wake up in the morning, and we had apples on the counter or on the dresser, and I was like, is there did one of you guys eat this apple? Because it's got a few bite marks out of it. No. All right. And then I look at the window right above that, and it's wide open because I left it open, but there's no screen in there. I'm like, oh, so something came in. I'm expecting it was a bird or something, right? Came in as I got up to like look that night. It flew out or whatever, and then came back and just eating all night. I was trying to get into like the nuts and whatever. Okay, so we shut the window, all good, nothing there. The next night, Julie's like,
Are you worried about chupacabra or no?
yeah. Well, no, at this point I was like, okay, it wasn't a ghost. I was like I saw
Ghosts can
evidence.
eat too.
I was like, I saw his evidence. It's something alive. Next day, Julie was up for a few hours, and I hear her sit up, and I was like, what is it? She's like, it's back. Like, okay, what? And you can't see anything, just hear stuff. This night I had the flashlight next to my bed because I'm gonna catch this thing or see what it is. And so I'm just laying in bed. I got my flashlight. I didn't want to move. The where I hear it's at the foot of the bed. That's where all the dresser is. That's where the trash can is. And I hear it, and the trash can's right in front of me. So I was like, boom, turn on the light. And this thing is sitting on the trash can, eating maybe an apple, whatever it was, whatever we threw in the trash. And it just like looks at me like this. And I was like, Yoli, there's an animal here. And she starts freaking out. I'm just going. So I get up, and I was like, I'm going to open the door. Hopefully it runs out, whatever. Because it didn't come in because we had the window shut this time. So I keep a flashlight on it. I tell her to open the door. It takes off and don't know where it goes. So I hop down on the floor. It's kind of scary, right? It's like an animal. I'm like, I don't know what this is. I'm not like, it's not going to bite me, but I don't like rats or anything like that. So I get under the bed, and it's on her corner of the bed. It's just staring at me. I was like, there's an animal, and it's under the bed. It's right under you. And so she's getting like all scared. So I'm trying to figure out like how to shoo it out the door, because it's already going towards the door, and it just kind of starts slowly walking towards me. And I was like, what are you doing? So it walks towards me, and then I was going to throw an apple at it, but I kind of pushed a flashlight at it, and then it ran under the boy's bed, and she finally got sight of it and stood up on the bed and hit like the fan, just like, hit her. And this is the middle of the night, by the way. This is like 2:00 in the morning. And
the boys slept through it?
Yeah, I guess so. I'm shining flashlights at them. So I I see it on the ground, have my flashlight on it. I'm trying to shoot out the door, which is only a few feet away, but it keeps wanting to come towards me. So I take this bag, kind of set it in front so I can't get past there. And it runs at me. Not at me, but towards me. And I lift up the bags, it's gone. Look under the bed, it's gone. We were probably at it for 20 or 25 minutes trying to chase this thing in the middle of the night. If we already didn't have good sleep, it didn't run out the front door. So anyways, we tell the guys, the maintenance, whatever, they're like, oh, it was probably a marmot that ran in the door. I saw it. It wasn't a marmot. We're trying to do all this research. We can't figure out what it was. Anyways, I think it came in through there's those old school heaters in the wall, like wall heaters. I think in there, I didn't see the gas line, but I'm assuming the gas line goes up to the attic and then connects to the other ones in this unit. So I think it was coming down from there. They're like, no, well, marmots don't climb. Could have been, we were looking it up the next day. Could have been a squirrel or something like that. And then she looked it up, described it. It's got like Disney eyes. Like it kind of looked like a big mouse. Turns out it was like it's called a pack rat or what was the other name?
You called it something else, like mountain
rat. Let me see if I wrote it down. It was a bushy-tailed wood rat.
Wood rat. That's
yeah. So it was a rat, but it was a cute rat. Apparently they come in, eat fruit. After that night, we put all the fruit away, hid all the food, got rid of all the fruit, took the trash out every night, didn't see it again. Probably still came in, but apparently they go and also they'll take like shiny objects, shiny things, and go put in like build their little nest out of them. Yeah. So we didn't take anything that we noticed. Could have been something gone, but anyways, it wasn't a ghost. It ended up being just a bushy-tailed wood rat, but still kind of gross. Running around our room.
Yeah,
like,
it's not great.
Yeah. But
at least you noticed the apple was eaten before you started taking bites out of it.
Yeah. And I know. I threw out all that. All the open food was out. The next day, the second day, I tried to get into my sunflower seeds, so I had to throw all those out too. Dang it, dude.
Come on.
You're really crushing me there, wood rat. But anyways.
What flavor sunflower seeds did it like?
Yeah, it was the barbecue and then the garlic parmesan, which it could have had. Those aren't my favorite. The garlic parmesan's not good. the other ones were okay.
Nice.
Yeah. But this place is great. If anybody wants, go check it out. Limited Wi-Fi, so you're kind of away from phones. You're kind of away from all that. They have a pool. They have a spa. They have a masseuse there if you want to get a massage. Food 24/7. All the meals included.
BYOB.
BYOB. But last year, one of our remarks was, or Jody and Phil, they left a note card. It would be nice to have they have a little bar there, have that open more. This year they had it open a lot more.
Oh,
so
right.
they're like, I think we inspired them to open it up. They had like a dedicated bartender, which is rad.
You might as well.
But yes, BYOB. We brought plenty of BYOBs. We didn't run out this year, which is good. All right, that was it. The ghosts were not real. There are not ghosts up there. We did do, one more thing we did a sunset hike, which was gorgeous. It's like a mile or two up, mile or two back. You end up at this kind of sketchy little top peak of a mountain, and there's kids, and there's like a sheer cliff going off, and Julie's freaking out, like, stay back, sit down, everybody. So, it's sunset up there. It was fantastic though. You're kind of watching the sunset over the mountains. We do a moment of silence when it sets, and we all howl at the moon. It was really cool. On the way down, one of the soccer friends who went, they took off early because their kid was back. He stayed back playing soccer or whatever. They had soccer night. So she left, started running down the mountain because she was feeling bad. She didn't want to like leave him down there. Didn't know when we were going to be back, etc. So she ran ahead of the whole group. Apparently she's run down. She has her flashlight on her phone, and about, I don't know, close to camp, within quarter mile or whatever, like a bear just comes across the little trail there.
Sweet.
So she stops. She's by herself. The rest of her family's behind him. She's going back to camp. So she starts yelling, bear, bear, bear. It just didn't seem like it did much.
Yeah.
It was just like,
Yeah,
kind of cruised back on into the woods.
Yeah, I know I'm a bear. Like,
Thanks. That is my name. Anyways, but just imagine that. And it's dark. It's dusky at this time. You can't really see except for the
that wasn't
flashlight.
what was eating your fruit.
Yeah, I know. That would have been a little scarier. But yeah, there was a little bear encounter, not with us, but right in front of because we were coming down the hill later, and I was kind of looking off into the woods. Because once you look off the trail, I have my mag light. It's pretty dark out there. Like looking for bears, mountain lions, eyes, anything like that. I didn't see it, but she did. So
It's cool.
all right, let's get into little sports. First off, okay, NL standings. We don't need to go over that. Padres, not good.
Giants worse.
Giants worse. There's your update.
Dodgers in first.
Shout out to my family. They got me the City Connect Padres hats. If you guys are watching this,
Looks
right here,
good.
it's got this cool Dia de los Muertos kind of band inside here.
Yep.
Gives a little bit extra flair.
Yeah,
It's-
Giant City Connects have the same, not the exact same thing, but their version of that.
Of
On the inside, it's the same thing.
Yeah?
It's like the musical notes and all the stuff. That's cool.
I dig it. Just a little extra detail. So that's pretty neat. It's my first new hat in a while. I think my yearly new hat. I was going to get in some trade rumors for Padres, but don't really care right now.
That's right.
One was talking about Jarren Duran.
Yeah.
Would that be a good trade or no? I'm going to ask you.
Yeah. I mean, Red Sox suck, so they're going to be selling.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it'd be a good one.
I
It just depends. I mean, you don't have 3 outfielders total anyway. So you need one.
You have Jackson Merrill, who's pretty standard at center.
He's
And
great on
everybody else
defense,
is like,
but
all right. Who's in left today? Who's in right?
yeah.
Tatis is still playing second. You're like,
Yeah. Although Cronenworth's back, right?
yeah, he came back
Is
yesterday.
he playing first or second?
I think he played second.
Okay.
I didn't see though. I just saw him. I just heard him at his at bat today. So not exactly sure. The other trade rumor that brought up, this was from like a few weeks back. Padres connected to Cubs slugger in potential blockbuster trade. Who do you think it was?
Cubs slugger, is that what I said? But why would the Cubs sell?
That's what I'm thinking. Like, especially this was from June 21st. So it was like a week and a half ago. So, I mean, they were still in the top of the wild card.
Yeah. I don't know. It's not Pico Armstrong.
No, but that's who they have in the picture, which is funny.
Oh, really?
They have Pete Crow, but in the background, they have Suzuki.
Oh,
so
yeah.
they were talking about Suzuki. But they're top of the wild card right now. They're not selling.
No. This is what I'm trying to get through to Cam because he's like super excited about the trade deadline because he's just curious who the Giants are going to toss and see what we get and all that. And I'm like, yep, some of these teams aren't selling. And he's like, can we get a reliever? I'm like, we're not going to buy. You're not going to sell everybody else and get a reliever.
Bring in a reliever.
I mean, we desperately need one. I mean, we can't close games out to save our lives.
Yeah.
But
I think the Padres, what's the chance that they bring in 2 ace pitchers?
I mean, 2 is a stretch. 2 is a stretch. But I mean, the Giants are going to be trading away Robbie Ray and Malley, who are 2 of their starting pitchers.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say ace. Robbie Ray is probably number 2. Would be probably number 2 on the Padres.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if the Giants will trade in division, but
yeah. We just need somebody.
Yeah.
I mean, Pivetta is out, like we said last week, probably not coming back for a while. Musgrove,
Who knows?
doubtful. Maybe if they make a run, but still, it's like they're kind of like a mishmash. Like once you get in the bullpen, they're pretty standard, pretty solid there. But now their bullpens, like they're doing this weird rotation where a bullpen guy will start for the first inning, and then they'll bring in the bulk guy, and then they'll have just kind of fill in from there, just mix it up, which is interesting, I guess. Trying to
opener.
Yeah,
Giants,
an opener.
Giants did this a couple years ago
How'd it work
when
out?
they didn't have a lot of really good starters. I mean, it logically, I didn't love it, but logically it makes sense. If you know a team stacked with lefties at the top of the lineup, and you know that your righty pitcher is going to get absolutely torched, maybe start an opener.
Yeah.
Like it makes sense. The Giants this year have not done it at all, and there were scenarios. Adrian Hauser, who's was a starter for the Giants, is now in the bullpen. Would have been perfect to let somebody that's really good, of course we don't have anybody really good, get the first 3 outs, and then he goes in and gets 5 innings in and call it good. But
Yeah, that's what they've been working on.
it also allows your starting pitching to not face the order 3 times and get through 6 innings.
Yeah.
So you let that opener face the top of the lineup for the first inning, and then maybe your starter still can go 5, but doesn't face the top for a 3rd time.
Yeah, it's a lot of
I don't know.
inconsistency. So Walker
Yeah.
Buehler pitching today, obviously gave up 9 already, but his last start shut down the Dodgers, right? It's like, let's get a little consistency here.
Yeah.
Even Vasquez, he started the year stronger than expected, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But then he comes in, I think it was him. Padres go up first inning, 5 runs, 5-0. You're like, there's your cushion, dude. This game's set. Guys come up the next inning. I forget what team put up 5 runs. You're like, that just
So much
blows
for a shutdown inning.
Good. Yeah, come on. And then, there has been some other issues too. Walks and, I think we walked a guy in it's just.
Offensively, I think we're like 26th in the league. The Giants, 26th in the league with our batters walking.
Mm-hmm.
So it just means everybody's just attacking them.
Yeah.
Like, why pitch around these guys? Because they can't hit and they're not going to walk.
Yeah. I mean, even last night we had, I don't know, a bunch of hits. I think between both teams there was 18 hits or something like that. Bunch of homers too. Is it easier to hit homers in Chicago? I
think
with the wind blowing?
Yeah, I think it depends.
Seems like
where
the
wind
ball was
is.
just flying out.
Yeah.
It was crazy. But, hitting, I think they're the worst hitting team, but I don't think that's their biggest issue. It's hitting with like situational hitting, runners in scoring position, get a guy in second, get him home somehow, right? Or don't let your pitcher. It's like, we'll go up 3, they'll give back 4. Or, it's just kind of that kind of thing. Like they get, when they do hit, they're not giving them, the pitchers aren't reflecting how they need to. So I don't know.
Like our only bright spot is that Logan Webb is back to form.
Yeah.
Because he was clearly hurt to start the season and was awful and had an ERA in the high 5s and now is back down to like low 3s and has won. Like, I think if he didn't already, he'd probably win pitcher of the month of June.
We could take him then. We'll take him.
I think he's the one that the Giants said they're not going to trade.
Not going to trade?
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's talk a little World Cup. So, big game for
fun.
USA today. It's been great.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's like March Madness. They're just game after game, especially the first weekend. Now they're like a 2-hour break between games, but still 30 round of 32. It's still constantly game.
This might be blasphemous, but I like it a lot more than March Madness.
Yeah. Well, you don't get it as much.
I just love it's so fun.
Yeah.
Like anytime there's a game on, we're putting, who cares? Like if it's whatever, Croatia versus Congo or whatever.
Yeah. There was a big upset.
Yeah.
Paraguay beat Germany.
Yep.
Did they go to PKs? Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Them and the next game
to the
Morocco
sixth PK.
and
They went an extra PK and Germany still missed it.
Yeah. Did you see the guy? So there was a little clip of the German captain. He was coming up to that sixth. He's like, he needed a guy, right? Mm-hmm. Everybody, they kind of have their order through the first 5 PKs. And then after that, it's probably not as planned. Mm-hmm. So he goes up to 5 different guys.
They say no.
No. Finally, the 6th guy is like, yeah. The guy he's never taken a PK in a game. Didn't make it, but at least he stepped up, right?
Yeah.
But it was just.
Why would you not step up? That's right. That was as a coach.
Fear, dude.
Yeah.
It's got to be
Yeah, but if you miss it or your teammate misses it, somebody missed it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. You'd think that, or you'd hope that all your players on your team have the confidence to make a PK.
Yeah.
It's not very far.
Yeah. It's funny though. Like they're professional soccer players, and how many just clear misses, goes over the net, goes left, goes
posts. Yeah.
Yeah. Post, at least you were right there, right? But just not giving yourself a chance. At least kick it right at the goalie. Yeah. Kick it right at the guy. So anyways, here's the top 5 biggest upsets in World Cup history. Number 5 from 1994, number 29, Bulgaria beat number 1, Germany. So that's
Germany's used to
Germany. That's their second
upset.
one. Number 4, this is the one that just happened. 2026, Paraguay beat number 41, ranked, I guess, world rankings. 41 beat number 10, Germany. So can't be fun.
For seeds? Oh no, 41 wouldn't have been a seed.
No.
Never mind. It's 30.
Number 3 in 2002, South Korea, number 40 beat Spain, number 8. Number 2, South Korea, number 40. This is 2002 as well. Beat Italy, number 6.
Wow.
And then the number 1 was in 2018 when the 70th ranked Russia beat the 10th ranked Spain. And
Russia's not even in it this year.
No. And I did see today, England ended up pulling it off, but when I think I was just, when I was looking up the show, I was looking at notes, and I just put in World Cup, see what's going on. Mm-hmm. And the first thing that shows you like live games, and it was England versus, who was it? Congo?
Maybe.
Who did they just play? I just saw it. We got to see anyways.
I've got an app for that.
Until like the 60th or 70th minute, they were up. And then England, they put in the last 2, because that could have been a pretty big upset as well.
You have to click through to get to what the team actually is called. COD doesn't really mean much to me. Congo DR is what it's called.
Okay. But yeah, it should be fun today. I'm excited. Let's go USA. All right. And then real quick, let's go to the sweetest. Before we get in that, I want to tell you, okay, you go back to baseball before we get into the sweetest swings. Mm-hmm. You don't like the Padres announcers?
No.
Okay. Do you like the radio announcers? Or you're okay with?
Okay, they're fine.
So if you had to choose one, you choose
Jr.
radio. Yeah. Anyways, on MLB, you can go down and you can choose if you want to listen to the radio broadcast or the normal broadcast. And if you like Spanish, you could do that too. Mm-hmm. But and if you have full MLB, you could pick the other team's broadcast as well. But it's pretty cool. So I turned on,
unless you're in market. So like I have, if it's a Giants game at Petco, I have to listen to the Padres.
But now you could turn it on. There's
the
where you can click in and listen to the radio feed. So
while you're watching?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And it just switches over to radio. Yeah. It's pretty cool. Nice. A little bit different vibe, because you're like, I'm used to listening to the radio, and then you see him actually playing the game and putting them two together. I'm like, but it's pretty cool. Nice. Anyway, that's your tip of the day. All right. The sweetest swings in baseball history. Let me know if you agree with this. There's
a really cool, it goes along with this. There's a cool shirt by Baseballism. And I'm guessing, I'm not even going to say who number 1 is, but I'm guessing I know who it is.
Yeah, you do.
And it says, I think it says your favorite player's favorite player. And obviously we know who that is.
So I don't know if this is in order, but 10 of the sweetest swings we've ever seen. One of the most aesthetically pleasing elements of baseball, other than the beauty of baseball field or fantastic defensive play, is a sweet swing. There have been many players throughout MLB history who have had that special quality of a beautiful motion through the strike zone. And here's a look at the 10 best. Number 1 on here, Ken Griffey Jr.
Yeah, so
that's the sweetest.
So literally it's Ken Griffey on the front. Here, let's see if I can show. I don't know if it'll come through. Yeah, so the front has the baseball. They're blowing the bubble gum. And on the back, it says your favorite player's favorite player.
Yeah.
So pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean, you could just picture a swing going out there.
Oh yeah.
Then they have Ted Williams, local guy here, or played for the. Who did he play for? Was it with Padres at the time? Remember we did this story. Now I forget. But for like a season, or like when he was 17.
Yeah.
Williams considered many to be the best hitter that ever lived. And then we have Will Clark. Mm-hmm. They didn't call him Will the Thrill for nothing. He was one of the greatest clutch hitters.
Funny though, too.
He was one of the greatest clutch hitters of his time, and on a Hall of Fame trajectory before injuries took their toll on his production, and his production declined.
And then he went crazy.
And then we have our local boy, Tony Gwynn. Mm-hmm. Just not a power swing. It was just a little
smooth.
Yeah. Smooth as could be. Good old Tony. 82 to 2001. Dang, that was a long career.
Yep.
Then we have Ichiro Suzuki. Mm-hmm. It's kind of got a funky swing.
Wild. Yeah. Very Jung Hoo Lee has a very similar swing to Ichiro now.
He was the first Japanese-born position player in Major League history, as well as the best, from 2001 to 2019. Then we have, let me know what you think about this, Manny Ramirez.
It was it's a pretty sweet stroke.
Yeah. Billy Williams.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't called Sweet Swingin' Billy from Whistler, Alabama for nothing. Williams' textbook swing was picture perfect, and it led to a Hall of Fame career and featured 426 home runs and 6 All-Star appearances over 16 years with the Cubs and 2 with the Athletics. Then we have Keith Hernandez. I don't know if they're just saying it for that. Didn't he hit a bomb at a big point in that one game?
I don't know. Keith, I don't know.
1979 NL MVP. So a little bit before our time.
Yeah, right.
Then we have Rafael Palmeiro.
Yeah.
Chipper Jones.
Yeah, Chipper swing was rad.
Yeah. We've
He was
got
fun to watch.
a switch hitter in here. Jones went down in history as one of the greatest switch hitters of all time. And that was it. That was the last one. Anybody we missed? What do you think of?
I think Barry should be on there.
Yeah, Barry was one that in the Reddit threads that was going through there.
Yeah, just as effortless as possible, and just so fast. And maybe that's.
Did the juice help?
I mean, late. Yeah, I mean, probably didn't hurt.
Yeah.
But it was beautiful even before all of that. When when his head was half the size,
normal size.
Yeah. But yeah, no, he had a good one.
Do you like Shohei's swing?
No, I can't stand Shohei.
It's kind of like a uppercut.
It's very upright.
Everything is like a golf, like he's swinging a golf club.
Yeah.
But it seems like a lot of those dudes, there's a few other players that swing like that too. You've seen.
Yeah.
Not for as much power, but just that kind of, I don't know. I don't know if I like that style. All right. Let's get into new to do and to do. If this is your first time here, we get into something new happening around town, something to do, and something we are saying goodbye to as well. Before we get into our question with Cassidy and our story of the week. All right. I think you're going to like this first one. It's coming to Carlsbad, the shops at Carlsbad. We're loading.
What is that, the mall, or is that the...
Yeah, that's the mall.
Okay. I never know what anything's called anymore. Now that like North County Fair is gone, and it's still there, but it's different.
Everybody knows what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But this is it's not loading, so I don't know. We'll try it again. Let me find it here. I'll get it. Fill in the blank space.
So at the Carlsbad Mall, can you give us a hint?
Yeah, I can, but I'm trying to bring it up here. It's a memorabilia / the name doesn't go with what it actually is. It's called BoxLunch.
Oh, okay.
So what would you think of BoxLunch? Do you know BoxLunch already?
Yeah, I think I think so. They have them in Vegas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a bunch around town, but it's a popular pop culture. Let me start this over so then we can hopefully clip this. All right. New coming to Carlsbad, a popular pop culture retailer is opening a new Southern California store. BoxLunch will celebrate the opening with in this new store at the shops in Carlsbad, games, giveaways, and live DJ. And what is it though? It is I keep getting pop-ups. It is a national specialty retailer. It's headquartered in California, 280 stores worldwide, but it features an exclusive selection of officially licensed fashion, accessories, collectibles, home decor, gifts, lounge, and lifestyles. But it's a lot of the stuff that you dig, Disney, that kind of stuff, like all these kind of, where'd it go? I keep losing it. I don't know. Anyways, it's opening there, so go check it out.
That's rad.
I was going to give you more details on it, but go to BoxLunch. You can see all their stuff. So fans of movies, television, anime, gaming, Disney's, and other pop culture franchises. That's what it is.
Sweet.
So I just thought the Disney stuff that you were going to dig that.
Yeah, I'm just Googled it, and they definitely have them in Vegas.
Yeah.
So I've been to those.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got some cool stuff for sure.
All right. Then to do. Obviously, it is the 4th of July weekend.
Yes.
So you guys need to know about some fireworks around town. Here's your full list where to see 4th of July fireworks and drone shows in San Diego. Ooh. We're going to name them all off. We're going to go through it quick. So you guys could look it up if you are thinking about where the heck am I going to go watch fireworks. Our special little spot last year was right across from Omni Resort over the lagoon there. Mm-hmm. So I guess it's Aviara, technically, is where they're shooting them off from. But there was a good little spot right there. There was people already parked in the side of the road. But July 3rd, Mira Mesa, they're having their fireworks show on Friday. In Oceanside, the Oceanside fireworks and drone display is set for 9 p.m. on July 3rd at the SoCal Soccer Complex at El Corazon. The gates are opening at 4 p.m. Up in Carlsbad, this is July 4th now. Legoland's Red, White, and Boom. Went last year, a little disappointing. So I don't know if you guys want to go to that one. Camp Pendleton, I didn't know they had one on 4th of July beach celebration. At the Marine Corps, at the Del Mar Beach, right there. Just that first little beach up in Del Mar, or in Camp Pendleton. Yep. Chula Vista's fireworks celebration begin at 9 p.m. Hosted by the City of Chula Vista and 7 Mile Casino at the Chula Vista Elite Athlete Training Center. So kind of to the east part of Chula. Then you have Coronado, the Coronado fireworks over the bay.
Yep.
Sure you're going to be there over Glorieta Bay near Stingray Point. Up in Del Mar, you have fireworks at the San Diego County Fair. In El Cajon, El Cajon's America 250 fireworks and celebration is at Kennedy Park, starting at 9 p.m. A lot of 9 p.m.ers. Escondido Independence Day concert and fireworks honoring 250 years of the American spirit at Grape Day Park. Up in Fallbrook, you have festivities include live music, food trucks, beer garden vendors, and kids games at Ingold Sports Park. That sounds like a fun one.
Mm-hmm. Ingold, it's cool up there.
Parking's $55, but
yeesh.
Down in Imperial Beach fireworks and music fest at the Imperial Beach Pier. La Jolla, you have the La Jolla drone show at the La Jolla Beach and Tennis Club and La Jolla Shores Hotel. They're going to host a free drone show. Over 500 drones soaring 350 feet above the shoreline.
Probably should have gone 250 feet.
Why?
America 250.
Look at they're going above, dude. Then you have Poway double fireworks. 2 Independence Day fireworks will launch simultaneously at 9 from Poway High School's football field and the Sportsplex in the Poway Business Park. Then you got Ramona, full day of Independence Day festivities. And where is that one? At 421 Aqua Lane in Ramona. Rancho Bernardo Grand Fireworks. Spirit of the Fourth display will start at 9 p.m. Sorry, it refreshed. At Rancho Bernardo High School. San Diego Big Bay Boom, you guys know that one. Maritime Museum Fireworks Celebration. It's at the Maritime Museum of San Diego Berkeley's. San Diego Berkeley's and several historic ships moored at the Embarcadero. You have the SeaWorld Fireworks Show. You know where that is. San Marcos is the Red, White, and Boom. Bradley Park, old favorite right there. Mm-hmm. And then Santee 250th is being at Town Center Community Park East. Vista's America's 250 Independence Day celebration at Brango Terrace. Once again, grew up going to that one. So anyways, you guys got a lot to do. So everywhere around town,
lots of them.
You're going to be seeing fireworks.
I'm excited. It'll be fun.
How are the Coronados?
It's insane.
Yeah.
Where we watch the ones over Glorieta Bay, you can see those, and if you turn around, you can see the ones at SeaWorld, and I think you can see the ones at the harbor or something like that. So you can see like 3 or 4, and maybe even Imperial Beach, like down south a little.
Nice.
You can see a ton of shows. It's cool. It's rad.
Very nice.
And people like, if you're doing Coronado, people get there early on 4th of July to set up on the golf course. So the golf course is closed all day.
Yeah.
And there's people with, tents and blankets and pop-ups and coolers and all that stuff just hanging out on the golf course.
Right on.
It's pretty rad.
All right. And then we're saying adieu. Now, we kind of might have seen this coming.
Probably.
We mentioned it before on the show. Not that it was closing, but is it closing? Modern Times, Encinitas' Far West Lounge is permanently closed as the brand San Diego future grows increasingly confusing. This is from San Diegoville, and they go over the whole thing about they were just going to do a summer closure, and then they're like, I don't know, fix it up or whatever. And then they're like, well, it's just going to be longer than that. Apparently there's, so they're trying, like in this article, it goes deep, but about who owns Modern Times. I guess Wings and Arrow is like licensing the name. So they're using it for that. Wings and Arrow. So what was the St. Archer? Yeah, the same crew as that. But anyways, that spot in Encinitas, the Far West Lounge, has permanently closed.
I actually got a message from our buddy Andy.
Oh, yeah?
I think they were trying to go there, and it said closed on the door. He said he's a huge fan of their coffee, and I Googled it because I had heard that was going to stick around, and it sounds like that's a separate entity, and they're actually talking about expanding the coffee side of things.
Yeah, they did just open a new coffee spot in North Park, I believe.
Oh, right.
It's called the Cathedral of Caffeination.
Oh, right.
And that's relatively new. I mean, that was going to be one of our news a few weeks ago, but we don't drink coffee, so. But I do love like
not caffeinated.
Modern Times has probably the best coffee stout that, as far as like that I was digging.
Yeah.
And some of their coffee porters or their they're like darker beers. They have like coffee vanilla, like all that stuff they made some really good coffee beers. But yeah, I remember they got bought by Kraft Ohana, later stepped back from the day-to-day operations, with Wings and Arrows acquiring their Modern Times beer business, and a separate group led by Duncan Ward assuming responsibility for the coffee and hospitality operations. So, yeah.
They had some like big ethical issues, remember?
Yep.
I mean, that kind of was the start of this downturn a long time ago, because they expanded quick and then just nosedived.
Yeah. Yeah. They were opening all these cool spots up in LA here. A lot of different little Modern Times
good
spots.
ideas and good concepts.
Well, good news is there's a beer spot opening right next to it.
So, yeah. That's better. That's one of the best.
Yeah. And hopefully that place turns around. It's a cool location right there. Like how Modern Times built it out with the bar in the middle there and the little stadium seating on the sides. It's a cool little venue. So I don't know if another beer spot will come there because there's a Craft Coast opening next door, but it's going to be another restaurant, right? And they got a
sports bar would be cool because the other one across the street closed.
Did it?
Right. Well, now it's something else, but
yeah. Now it's called Moneyline.
Oh, is that still a sport? Oh, I guess that is a sports bar.
Yeah.
It just doesn't, from the outside, it doesn't look like a sports bar. It looks like
only a sports bar.
Looks like a Miami club.
Yeah, it is. It's a cool spot. I like the people. We went there once, and it was, like I said, there'll probably be some World Cup stuff going on there. Cool little, it's kind of indoor, outdoor. It's like the night at the Roxbury. We're going to have the inside on the outside and the outside on the inside. But anyways, we'll see what happens. That'll be our new here once we figure out what's going to go in there. Because if they just do a swap, like usually they get that pretty done in Encinitas. Not pretty quick, but quicker than like a full build out.
Yeah.
But depends on what somebody wants to do with it. So, all right, before we get into our San Diego story of the week, we got our question for Cassidy. This question is brought to you by our Livin in San Diego real estate crew. So if you're thinking about making a move anywhere in San Diego County, reach out to us. The link's in the description. We'd happy to help you, get you dialed in. Here's our question, and it's real estate related. So if you want to move up right now, do you have a shot at buying contingent? Basically, can you sell your current home and still get an offer accepted on the next one? Because a few years ago, obviously that was tough. But in today's market, depending on the home, price point, and competition, you may have other options. What do you think? Can you do it? Yes.
I mean, we did it a month ago. We had our client's offer was accepted, contingent on the sale of their house, and their house wasn't an escrow, and there was a little bit of competition still, but It was a good clean offer otherwise. I think you want to do it the right way. You want to have your property in escrow and then be making contingent offers, especially if your house is in escrow through contingency periods, meaning your house is like locked in to sell. Then it's pretty, especially as the timelines get like closer and closer together.
Yeah.
It's not that hard to get a contingent offer accepted.
There's a right way to do it.
There is definitely. I mean, it's just the less stressful way to do it. Because it is. I know we were just talking about this yesterday. Is moving up. So selling your house and buying is scary for some people. Don't want to be homeless. You don't want to have 2 mortgages for too long. All of those things. But it's definitely doable, and we have done it a bunch on our side. So, but yeah, there's definitely, and I chatted with another client this past week that's selling their home out of state. I walked them through, like, this is the easiest way to do it. Yes, you might have to rent for a week or 2, not the end of the world, but this is the way to make it viable, less stressful, and smooth as possible. So,
and if you guys are in that situation, we're actually having a masterclass on this at the end of July. So go down to our description, shoot us an email. We'll get you in there. We'll let you know exact dates. We're building it all out right now. So provide you guys some value. Anyways, it's doable.
For sure.
All right, here we go. Ready? Are we ready for our San Diego story of the week?
Yep. See how you look.
How are we looking?
Good.
Bueno?
Yes.
Check. Okay. Here we go. Get that cough out. Here we go. If you guys are watching this, if you've seen these on Instagram, they're a lot more edited. Here you might get a little more rough.
Yeah, well, on Instagram, you get all the images. You get some cool stuff. So check it
follow
out.
us at Livin in San Diego. All right, here we go. Here is your San Diego story of the week. And in this week, how the old Carlsbad streets got their name. Let me do that again because I didn't like how that sounded. So here we go. Okay. This is your San Diego story of the week. And this week we're talking about how old Carlsbad streets got their name. So if you've ever driven through Carlsbad Village, you may have noticed the street names aren't as random as they may seem. You see names like Washington, Oak, Roosevelt, Pine, Madison, Elm, Jefferson, Chestnut, Harding, Beach, and Tamarack. At first, it feels like old school, small town street naming, but there's actually a pattern to it. And it goes all the way back to the beginning of Carlsbad. So the story begins in the 1880s when Carlsbad was more of a little railroad stop called Fraser Station. John Fraser drilled a well near the coast and found mineral water. The water was last compared to the famous mineral springs of Carlsbad, Bohemia, which is now Karlovy Vary in the Czech Republic. That's where Carlsbad got its name. Then Gerard Schutt and the Carlsbad Land and Mineral Company helped to market the area as this new coastal health town. It's mineral water, ocean air, small farms, nice homes, and this whole 1880s a land boom dream. Over time, the street names started to tell their own story too. The streets running mostly east to west-ish were named after trees: pine, chestnut, elm, oak, beech, tamarack, and magnolia. And the streets running mostly north-south-ish were originally numbered. So State Street was 1st Street, Roosevelt was 2nd Street, Madison was 3rd Street, Jefferson was 4th Street, and Harding was 5th Street. Many of those north-south streets eventually picked up presidential names, but State Street is the oddball. 1st Street became State Street in the late 1940s because the route had once served as the state highway running through the heart of town. There were even other presidential names considered. 2nd Street could have become Coolidge, and 5th Street could have become Polk, but those names didn't sit. Those names did not stick. Instead, 2nd became Roosevelt, and 5th became Harding. So if you ever wonder why State Street breaks the presidential pattern, that's why. It's less about the president and more about the road's history as a state route. And yes, Carlsbad Boulevard was previously Lincoln Avenue. According to the Carlsbad Historical Society, the road was originally known as Lincoln Avenue and was changed to Carlsbad Boulevard when the state realigned the Coast Highway in 1927. So it wasn't all created perfectly in one shot. It evolved over time, but once you see it, you can't really unsee it. One direction leans into tree names, and the other direction has a bunch of presidential names. And what's funny today is that when we think of these beach town streets, you're going to the village, grabbing coffee, walking to dinner, heading down to the beach. Back then, they were part mineral water marketing, part railroad town, and eventually a lot of farmland. So next time you're sitting at a light at Tamarack, driving down Jefferson, cruising State Street, or heading down Carlsbad Boulevard, there's actually a little story there. Those names are leftovers from Carlsbad's first identity, part health resort, part planned town, part farming community, and eventually the beach city everyone knows today. There's your San Diego story of the week.
Rad. My favorite's Garfield.
Garfield. Yeah. Yep. That's actually named after the cat.
That's right.
Yeah, that's
right.
a totally different one. So that's a little bit different, a little bit off the storyline. But,
Yep, that's great.
but there we go. We got a good story of the week for you guys next week too. And like I said, it's about a little park down in Pacific Beach. So stay tuned for that. All right, what did we miss?
Nothing.
Nailed it all?
Yep.
All
Have a good
right,
4th of July, everybody.
Happy 4th of July to you all. Share this with somebody, subscribe, leave us a comment, hit us up, all those things. We'd love to hear from you. So thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you guys all next week.